So, Gaijin has kind of worked themselves into a spot where I'm starting to believe that we will never see the AIM-9X and other upgraded air-to-air missiles on board aircraft. They've added yet another American aircraft that I really think should not have been added until the addition of the AIM-9X, and that is the new F-16C Block 52 we have on the dev server. And this is it's just kind of sad, honestly. First, Gaijin adds the FA-18E, or no, technically first they added the F-15CGE, a plane I totally thought should have gotten the 9X without the 9X. It is what it is. They added the F-16I Sufa for Israel, a plane that should not have been added without the Python 4 or 5. They then proceeded to add the FA-18E, another plane that should not have been added without the AIM-9X in my opinion. And then they have now added the F-16C Block 52 and the FA-18F. So it just kind of makes me question what the thought process is here, because honestly, these planes should not be added to the game without the 9X. It's immediately starting to become a major issue, and it's making me really start to think that we're not ever going to see these missiles. And whereas this might not seem like a massive issue to most players, you do remember the 9M is very capable. It's just keeping in mind that things like the Su-30 SM-2 have high off-bore sight capabilities that the Americans just do not have. The FA-18 is a plane that should absolutely be able to enjoy high off-bore sight dogfights. It's what the plane's made for. It's what it does so well. And it doesn't have these capabilities because it only has the 9M. And don't get me wrong, the 9M, in my opinion, is a better missile for air RB than the R-73. But the R-73 in a dogfight is just so much better it isn't even funny. And the ability for the Su-30 SM-2 to just point its nose somewhere and kill whatever it wants with the R-73, it's unmatched in War Thunder. The FA-18E and the bare minimum the FA-18F should have the capability to do the exact same thing. Yet they don't. Now, obviously, I think there are some reasons why Gaijin has not added the AIM-9X or the Python 4 or the R-74 or even the Mika IR. And that is because they don't want to change how AirRB is played drastically. But here's the big thing. They're adding planes that are going to significantly suffer because they do not have these missiles. Look at the F-16I Sufa. This is the most advanced F-16 in service with the Israeli Air Force, one of the most advanced in the world, and it plays no different than any of the other aircraft because it doesn't have the modern weapon suit it should have. It should have the ability to shoot completely behind it with the Python 5. And at the bare minimum, having the Python 4. And guess what? Gaijin didn't give it either of the weapon suits. It just kind of makes me question why they do it. And it'd be one thing if they didn't add them and they didn't add new aircraft either. This is a whole different argument if we still have only the F-15C and the F-15E and, you know, the F-18C. But we don't anymore. We have Super Hornets, we have the F-15CGE, and now we have the PO-bit upgrade for the F-16. These are all very modern aircraft, and guess what? The F-18 Super Hornet is still a backbone aircraft for the United States. It is still actively serving in combat strikes around the world, and is a backbone to our nation's military might. It isn't like this platform is very old. And guess what? Britain is now getting the Super Hornet, the F model. That is the most modern Super Hornet variant in the world, outside of the United States Navy's Block 2. That is the most upgraded, or that is the most advanced Super Hornet. So it kind of just leaves me in a spot where, what's the plan? Are we waiting for things like the F-22 Raptor and the F-35 to add the 9X? Because guess what? The Raptor didn't start carrying the 9X until 2015. It didn't have an HMD upgrade until this last 2 years. The F-35 has had 9X capabilities since it was introduced into service. But the 9X was primarily started as a Navy program for, guess what, the Super Hornet. The 9X was originally a Navy design off the AIM-9M. It ended up becoming a joint program with the United States Air Force. This missile is supposed to be on Super Hornets. It's supposed to be on upgraded F-15s. It's supposed to be on the F-16. And guess what? We now are sitting where we only have really one more F-15 variant that is significantly upgraded, and that's the EX. And also then realistically, maybe one more variant of the F-16 if they wanted to add a block upgrade. That's it. The United States Navy at least still has the FA-18F, as that has not been added to the US yet and just added to the British tech tree. Other than that, it's really only 5th generation aircraft. And I do not really want to wait until December to have a high-off boresight capable air-to-air missile. It doesn't make that much sense that Gaijin would wait so long. The reasons I can think of just do not make sense to me personally. It would have made logical sense to have added these upgraded missiles when they added a new Eurofighter, new Gripen E, new Rafale. They added all of these aircraft and they did not offer upgrades. The upgrade to the Jazz 39E was what? Radar? More missiles? The upgrade to the Eurofighters was radar and more missiles. And the upgrade to the Rafale was, what, nothing? If I remember correctly, it's engine upgrade? That is kind of absurd. The upgrade to the Super Hornet for the United States was the addition of the ASA radar, new engines, and more missiles. So that I do understand that a little bit, but I don't understand why it arrived with no new air-to-air missiles. I do want to know what your guys' thoughts are. Do you guys really think we're going to be waiting until the F-35 to see the AIM-9X? It just is kind of upsetting. I, realistically speaking, really hope this next major update offers more modern Fox 2s. Because honestly, if they don't come then, it doesn't really make sense when they're going to come. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If you're not already subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you guys hit the like button and subscribed. Let me know if you guys think we're going to see these upgraded Fox 2s this year. Do you guys think we're going to see them in December with 5th generation fighters? What are your guys' thinking? Do you guys think Gaijin even wants to add these modern air-to-air missiles? Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope to see you guys in the next one. And I hope to see you guys in the Discord, so you guys should definitely join it. And we're trying to get back to 1,000 members there. I appreciate for all the support to help us hit 4,000 subscribers. We're now pushing for 5,000 by the end, by the summer. Anyways, I appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one.